Previously on Survivor. Furiosa had turned into a mess.
Honestly, this is the biggest shit show. Let's reevaluate tomorrow when everybody.
We're not reevaluating. I don't trust you anymore.
That's fine.
But it became clear that Sabrina, Chris Thomas, and Senti were on the outs.
4 versus 3. Look at those magical numbers. They were going to win no matter what.
After losing another challenge, the tribe agreed to have an almost immediate tribal council, where the majority planned to split up Sabrina and Chris T, who they thought were secret partners. But Sabrina's true secret partner, Shubal, gave her a fake idol, which she whipped out at tribal council.
I feel like I'm actually in an okay position tonight. Like, going to travel.
And after a mad scramble, Senti paid the price for her actions.
Not how this was supposed to go.
Cool. I asked you where you got it. Shubal. Definitely Shubal. Holy cow.
13 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Damn, girl. Oh my god. This game is good, man. Hella props.
I felt like I was fucking king of Survivor. Queen of the island. Me alone. I just stood up there and I looked at all these peasants and I was like, I just mind fucked all of you. Goodbye. It was real, like one of the most powerful things I've ever done in my life.
I was trying to figure out a way to like split it, but the numbers just don't add up. Like we had to. I knew she wasn't gonna give it to Senti. I thought she might give it to me, but I knew she was gonna give it to me. I mean, we were gonna vote you.
That was tough. Way not fun, man. It was a good play. I applaud it. She got to live another day, and she has a chance to keep living another day.
Did she cry? Wow. I let her do her own thing. Like, I mean, this just means a lot. So, like, I think all of us, like, we've all played once, we've all not won. You know what I mean? Like, she got second place by 1 vote. But I mean, it's a game.
Survivor really makes you feel like you're dating, like, a douchey frat boy that, like, rolled up to a party with another girl. You just feel, like, used and, like, you don't know what to think, and you just kind of feel dirty after it all, and you just don't know who to trust. We literally had to decide while sitting next to each other all at the table, and it's just, like, we all looked so stupid, and it's just, like, I felt dirty.
Well, you still have no trust for anyone.
I know.
The problem is, like, we still have 4 over 2. Like, I just trust these people way more than I trust you or Chris. I mean, Chris...
Again, we're aware of this.
I wonder where I was told to vote.
Everyone was like, wow, Sabrina, like, bold move, like, I respect that, whatever. And, like, I feel like I should respect that, and to an extent, like, I do. That was ballsy, and, like, she was saving her game and whatever, but, like, the only person that she could possibly have in her corner would be Chris Thomas, and I honestly don't even know if she could have him on her side right now, because she spent half of last night trying to get him off instead of her. So it's kind of like, yeah, she may feel proud of what she did last night, but, like, did you really change too much? No.
It literally had to be.
I know. And now they're exposed, because, like, there's no way he gives anyone but his secret partner the idol.
You guys can believe whatever you want to believe.
Why were you and him talking? After we lost, why were you and Shubal talking?
Well, he asked me what was going on, and
Why?
I told him we're going to tribal.
Why did he ask what was going on?
Because I was walking that direction.
Don't give me a bullshit answer.
Look, think whatever you want to think, Chris. That's all I'm saying. Let's clean up. It's 3 a.m. Everyone started putting it together right after tribal, like, you know, Shubal has the idol. That would mean that him and Sabrina are secret partners, and you and Chris Thomas aren't. And now there's that fun business where I don't actually have an idol. So if they try to fish it out of me, I'm just going to go home, or I can play a fake idol and then look stupid, and there's just really no way for this to work.
I'm glad it working together now.
Yeah, like, this is different and I like it.
I wouldn't say my tribe is a disaster. There's a lot of conflict for sure, but I mean, it still has been working out well for us. Like, these past 2 tribals have been the craziest tribals I've ever been a part of personally. But we still managed to send someone home that wasn't in our, like, alliance. For them, it's more of a disaster, I would say. They're the ones trying to fight for survival. Right now, we're just deciding who we want to vote out or how we're going to do it.
Next vote, we just split the votes 2-2. And when Sabrina votes out, it'll be 2-2-2 between 3 of us. And then if Sabrina plays it, we vote for Chris. If she doesn't play it, we vote for her.
Yes.
Yeah. So, does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Hopefully we don't lose, but it would seem it's clear cut that as long as me, Ashley, Holly, and Eric split the votes, that we cannot go home. If Chris went home, I would not be upset either. But I would like Sabrina to get voted out and have that nice little idol in her pocket. That way we can get the last laugh and she'll be gone. You're playing way smarter than I ever thought that you would. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Chris the Calmed hates me now. I don't know if the word is hate, but he definitely does not trust me as a player. He will have no intention of ever working with me. But I think that I can pull one over on Chris the Calmed for the 3rd week in a row.
First off, thank you so much. I love you.
I
can't believe it worked.
You know I was there.
Were you watching?
Like
I
a
saw
stalker.
it.
It was such a weird feeling, and I'm
I
just
saw
like,
your
I'm in the
core.
gym. Yeah, I'm like,
And I just sit here and I look and I go, it's the time to vote now. And then Chris LeCompte is like, is that a fucking idol?
yes. So apparently it worked beautifully. I have so much damage control. Now everyone thinks I'm fucking sketchy because I am sketchy. That's the problem making big moves. People start to get more and more skeptical and you lose control. But I don't know. I just got a soft spot for Sabrina, I guess.
He put it together that we're partners, and then Chris Thomas kind of fucked it up.
Did you admit we're partners?
No, the only way, he was like, the only way it fucking makes sense is if Sabrina and Shubal were partners, because Victoria hates Chris and she would never tell him. And then like that's when Holly like pulled up the pictures of you and me in the bar, and she's like, yeah,
She
Sabrina.
took pictures of us?
Yeah.
So I was just chilling at the bar, and then I met up with Sabrina and Shannon and Brandon, and she told Evan drunkenly that Chris Thomas was her secret partner.
Wait, I don't even care. I'm so drunk. Are you ready?
Ready for what? I don't like Thomas. Why do you like Chris Thomas?
He's the best partner I've ever had.
Sabrina just told Evan that her partner is Chris Thomas. She be divulging shit like crazy.
Holly was like, yeah, I like left you guys alone to do your thing, so I'm really hoping that we can like put it in their heads that we're like hooking up. And I don't know.
So you're telling everyone we're hooking up?
I mean, that's what we can make it look like. Would you rather people know we're hooking up or we're secret partners?
I'd rather people know we're hooking up.
Exactly.
Sabrina, you made me play so much harder than I really wanted to be playing at this point, but at least we're making the season fun. So basically, to take away any thought that we're secret partners, I'm just going to tell them that we're hooking up.
Did you give something to Sabrina?
No, you want to hear the whole story? Yes. Okay, let me start from the beginning.
Please.
First question that you're with Sabrina, not Victoria.
What?
Your
That's
partner.
not true. Can you keep a secret? Like,
Yeah,
literally,
absolutely.
like, you cannot tell anybody.
Absolutely.
So after one of the challenges, Sabrina reached out to me and basically said, hey, like, I think you're a good player. I think we could work well together post-merge. Skip to the bar on Saturday.
Holly said something about this.
At the bar, she was drunkenly told us that her partner was Chris Thomas.
Yeah.
And then, like,
I mean, I knew that before, but anyways.
yeah. So then, Evan, like, left and it was just me and her talking. And then, like, I don't know if I should say this, but kind of, like, hooked up a little bit.
I mean, I just like had to assume.
Yeah,
one way or another.
at the bar. She told me some information because we kind of hooked up that night. We actually hooked up that night. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. Sabrina and I hooked up that night
Okay.
at the bar,
Okay.
and she told me that she had the idol. She was asking, like, what you and Holly were talking about. I'm like, oh, like, I was trying to get Holly to tell me she had the idol. Like, I know she has it, and she just won't admit it. And then basically Sabrina started giggling. I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, nothing. I'm like, what are you giggling about? She's like, can I trust you? I'm like, yeah, of course you can trust me. I have the idol. So I knew that she had the idol, but I didn't give it to her.
Oh, wow.
She told me that, but she told me like not to tell anyone.
I should have known. When I was talking to her today, she was like, we started talking about you. She was like, yeah, she was so dreamy, so cute. I was like, that's kind of odd, but I guess it makes sense.
I can't fly under the radar anymore. I'm a power player in this game. Everyone recognizes it. Everyone's suspicious. Everyone has their own theories, but nobody knows the truth. The thing is, Sabrina's kind of in the hot seat, but she has the idol, so if she can make it the merge,
Right.
like, we can literally team up me, you, and, like, Alex G.
Yeah.
Sabrina is so desperate that if she made it the merge, she'd come to me, and that's advantageous for me. But the most important thing is that you guys trust me, because this is, like, my number one. Everyone has their own crazy theories about what they think's going on, but nobody besides me knows. And that's what I like. I'm the only person with a full grasp of the game at this point, because in this game, knowledge is power, and I like having power.
Now, like, we all think that you and her are partners. Like, we really do. Like, and if you are, you just, like, should tell me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would tell you, but, like, we're not. We're just, like, hooking up. Kind of, like, barely.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm learning that Shubal likes to say that he's being 100% and that he's finally coming clean, and it doesn't mean he's coming clean. It just doesn't.
It's just hard to not think that she's your partner at this point. It's like very hard.
Like, I get that, but how does that make sense that I would give her the idol?
I don't think you gave her the idol anymore.
She's probably dead next week anyway. Like, she can only play it once. Why would I give up my idol to somebody? Why would I text you guys trying to warn you guys?
I know. I agree.
He told me it's tribe dynamic, but I think he only told it to me so I realize that he's safe. When in reality, I don't really think he's 100% safe on his tribe.
He was like, all right, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but like, we like made out a little bit. I was like, Shubal, I had to assume this already.
I told you I saw them at the bar, and I was like, they were like 2 inches from making out while I was having a conversation with both of them. So I was just like, all right, bye, like, bye, guys. Like,
I don't lie, we were flirting.
I really want to win the challenge so that we can find out if Shubal and Sabrina really are passing the idol back and forth. I've told Fluke and Victoria both that we think Shubal gave Sabrina the idol, and I was hoping that they could form a plan to flush out the idol from Jordan on their side. Personally, I think you guys need to split the votes between Shubal and someone else to flush out Shubal's idol and get it out of the game. Because if not, they're just going to keep passing it back and forth, and they're going to have it super far into the game, especially if they're partners.
I wanted to meet up with Holly because I wanted to better understand the dynamics of the other tribe. She was actually really forthright with giving me information about everything that's been happening on her tribe, and I think that's really indicative of her wanting to work with me later on in the game. And I think I feel the same way.
But either way, your partner game is getting
So I just looked at the email and they
put
didn't
into
say
this.
anything about
This
it.
is like so one way or the other. Like, you don't have to tell me who it is, but one way or the other, someone is like either way, like something bad is gonna happen, and like we don't make moves to flush out this idol.
I think it's a very different dynamic that I had with her back in season 3, because we really didn't talk outside of stuff we had with Fluke. And so, you know, even though I know, like, physically and strategically she's a threat to me, I really do trust her at this point in the game where I would want to go far in the game with her.
Chris the comp gets a text from Jordan Shubal. Have you talked to Shubal?
Why is he meddling and it's not even our week?
Listen. Literally just listen.
He's so
because
into this. I'm sorry.
You have to. I'm getting there. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting excited.
Shubal is not rubbing me right. He's reaching out to all these other people but me, and I'm supposed to be his ally, his only ally, but he's reaching out to everyone else.
And then as soon as we lose, she's gonna give it back to him.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
And everybody knows this?
Everyone on my tribe.
So split the votes.
Split the votes between Shubal and someone else. Make him play it though. Whoever the fuck you guys talk about and decide. Like, whatever you can spin it, that idol needs to be
I just want to get rid of Victoria.
Down the road. Like, it's gonna happen, but down the road.
This man is sly, and I don't like it. I don't know, there's really no benefit in me wanting him to leave, except I don't want to be around someone who's scheming like that. He gotta go for no other reason but you lying. Why you always lying?
Do you want to hear about my boy problem? I can tell you about it afterwards if you want.
I thought you had a bae.
No, I'm
And then wait, hold on a second. Everyone's
sexual tension.
Wait, what happened?
We're a bayless tribe. No one's got a bay. But
I have a bae.
do you?
His name is Jesus.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I'm like a side bae.
Fluke is a cool cat. I like her a lot. We got this whole like women empowerment thing going on, which I'm like 200% about. But we just like haven't talked very much in the game because like we haven't had to really vote. I'm like 100% down with like working with her later in the game. I know she plays like very straight up, and I know she's also not afraid to like speak her mind and like call out bullshit real quick. So I think that's a cool thing to have because that also makes her a huge target.
So I didn't listen to my gut a lot when I was playing this game, and my gut is not sitting well. Something's wrong. And something's not right. And I wasn't supposed to tell anybody this. Shubal told me not to tell anybody this. But when we read that note, the note did not say what we said the note said. And if you notice, I think the reason why he wanted Michelle gone is because that was the only person he hadn't talked to.
For
She
sure.
never said anything to me about wanting you out.
Everyone believes that Chris Thomas and Sabrina were partners and Victoria and Shubal were partners, but I'm not buying any of that. Nothing that I've seen in this game like makes that to be true.
They were gunning for her. She whipped it out and say, sorry guys, I have an idea.
I walked by her.
Because I think Shubal is partners with Sabrina.
We realized like Shubal is like not as trustworthy as we thought he once was, and so we're like trying to distance ourselves from him. He's definitely someone that we have to watch out for going forward.
So I think Shubal and Victoria are partners. Just because.
I don't think they are.
Just because it's what Shubal told me and he's never lied to me before.
He's sneaky.
And I know he's sneaky. I know he's sneaky.
Sabrina and Shubal were telling people that they like hooked up or something, which I know is bullshit. Like Sabrina's like one of my good friends, and we've been talking about like what's been happening with her guy-wise. Like she would have mentioned if her and Shubal like hooked up at the bar that night. They did not hook up at the bar that night. She wouldn't have just like forgotten to tell me that.
Like I feel like you go to his room and it's just gonna be like all these pieces of paper up and like little thumbnails and like all the things he's
string attached to different nails.
And he seems like a very smart boy. But unfortunately, that's the scary part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like very, very into it.
Then it would be in our best benefit to like wipe the idol out and make him play it. Even if he doesn't go home.
Shubal, Shubal, Shubal. In our conversation come Tuesday, that'll say a lot about how he's playing the game and like how he values me in the game.
Come line up in the front. Come line up in the front.
I'm gonna have to work.
Come line up.
I walk into the challenge, I feel like crap, and behind the comp, I see this paper with blue tape on it. And I'm wondering why nobody's grabbed this yet.
One spot's left. Exactly, right?
Alright, you guys ready to get to your next community challenge?
Yeah.
For today's challenge, we are going to get a little wet, get down and dirty. We are going to be in the mud today before Hurricane Joaquin comes and hits. We're going to call this the 6-5-4 challenge. It is a combination of some elements of park challenges, but also some new stuff. You're going to start off with a wheelbarrow race with 6 people on your tribe in 3 pairs of 2. After you finish that, you're going to come through the obstacles, go under the balance beams, through the mud.
Oh, yes.
After you finish that, you're going to do a modified version of a challenge from Season 3. It is the foot challenge. Some of you know what I'm talking about. It's not going to be the whole thing. Once you get through that section, you're going to run over. You're going to find 3 tennis balls. Once you find 3 tennis balls, you run to the last spot. You make all 3 in the basket. Person to do that wins immunity. Safe from the vote. We'll do a little walkthrough. We'll let you guys strategize. Then we get to the challenge, right?
I mean, like literally, like ready. Like look how if I went like this, look how easy you're gonna be able to get me. Like you're just gonna run. You know what I mean? Like, you're not
adorable.
It's so cute.
Just saying. Shubal!
Does anyone not?
You see that person spinning? Get over here.
So already self-selected.
Are you sitting out?
I had a feeling that it was an immunity hint, so I decided I wanted to sit out of the challenge. My plan is to go over there and cheer the team on, and sneakily just grab it.
Are you sitting out? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm sick.
What?
On point.
Well, I feel confident, guys. So I went to my group and said I should sit out. Like, since I'm sitting out, I'm gonna go wash my hands because I just peed over there and I don't want to be touching everybody. So I go to the bathroom and I read the clue, and it says exactly where the idol's hidden, under the second cinder block on the left side. And it says if you don't participate, you can't get the idol.
Wait, Kyle.
Guys, I actually can say, like, I actually feel a little better, and I think I can get the balls in.
After washing your hands?
What?
Jordan and his dang bladder always wanted to go off and pee. I'm not stupid. Jordan is a germaphobe. The man came to my room and used his shirt to open the door. He's a germaphobe. He uses his keychain to open the door of his room. This man is not gonna whip out his penis next to some leaves for no reason. Twice. I'm not stupid. He knows when and where to look for the idol.
I was like, if we lose this, and I went home for some reason, I would like, so it's a challenge of a kind.
I thought you just said you believe in us.
I do believe in you guys.
Oh, just comes out.
I mean, if you really think that would be better.
I played that.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, who saw you see me make that shot?
He looked for one, found a clue underneath the bleachers, went to the... all of that nonsense, I know for sure. He is a menace.
First pair, get in position.
Yeah.
Position.
Here we go. For immunity. Survivors ready. Go!
Yeah, come on, Evan!
Evan's starting off with the lead with Fluke. Chris and Ashley just a slight bit behind.
All right, Evan!
Evan dragging Fluke. It's gonna get dirty quickly. Here comes Schubel and Alex. Chris, Thomas, and Holly are stepping up fast. But Schubel's now flying through.
Come on, Schubel!
Micah and Shannon closing off. Eric and Sabrina going. A slight lead for Yurikai. This is a long challenge. Micah going around. Micah gets around. Eric and Sabrina trying to catch up. We got a close challenge.
Go, go, go!
Evan and Alex crawling under. Sabrina and Feluke.
Oh, should be in the face. Nice.
Got it.
There you go.
Everybody's crawling through the mud.
10 guys, run! Just run it! One person hop! Evan hop! Evan hop!
Back up. All right.
You gotta stay on your own side now.
You guys run. It's Eric carrying Chris. What are they on?
They're on 6.
5! Evan
They're
hop!
on 5.
Woo!
Everyone's hopping.
All right, you're a guy! You got it, guys? This is 7. This is 7. 1% off. Run, 7.
They're trying to get through. They're on the 4.
You got it, guys! You got it!
They get through. We got a lead for Yurikai.
Everyone hop.
Evan looking for a tennis ball. He's digging through. Evan finds one. They've got one. Furiosa trying to catch up. Micah flying through those leaves.
Micah, behind you! Yes!
They just need one more ball. Alex gets it. 3 tosses is all they need. Furiosa falling way behind. Evan just hold on, don't go yet. They need 3 tosses to get the win. Schubel is short. Alex going. Alex makes one. They've got one.
There's one. Good.
Micah goes just short. Evan shoots one. They got 2. One more for immunity. Schubel tosses it just short. Micah for the last toss. He's long. Furiosa desperately trying to catch up. Evan going just long. Schubel for the win. He's just off. Furiosa's still in it if they can get there. Evan for the win. He's just short. Go. Chris trying to catch up. Here comes Micah for the win. Micah lands it. Yurikai wins their 3rd straight immunity.
How did they get bored? I would love for you to stop the tape and make sure they got all of the feet.
Because 10, 9, 8.
We're supposed to go that way. Can we do an extra one?
No, they.
Yurikai, we don't have the idol, but immunity is staying with you guys for the 3rd straight time. Congratulations. Furiosa, 3rd straight tribal. We'll have to figure out. I had nothing else for you. Sorry, we'll talk about time.
Yo, let's go. 3 wins in a row. New Urukai is unbeatable. We're like a Hydra right now. Like, we took the 1 hit, and we just grew 3 more heads. And they don't stand a chance right now. We're like, pa, 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 pa. There's no chance.
One, two, three.
So I dive and I start rolling and crawling, and I look in the left cinder block and I don't see anything. And then as I roll almost past it, I see it's hidden in the close side. So I stick my hand in there, grab it, and pretend the military crawl out of there. Now I have an idol in my hand. What do? Stick my hand down my pants and just squeeze there. Just squeeze. But now we're hopping. We're freaking hopping. So it was uncomfortable to say the least and difficult, but I pulled it off. I played in the first ever Survivor season, and I found the first ever hidden immunity idol in Survivor Maryland. The exact same idol that I have in my hand right now. It's just history repeating itself. I get the real idol, and I put a fake idol in play. This is my game, and if nobody else has caught on to it yet, that's on you.
Okay, so maybe I have to start with the first lie I told you. Like, remember before we first met?
Okay.
I knew you were going to meet with Victoria. I wanted to get any attention that Victoria and I could possibly be partners, like, away from, you know, us. So I told her, you know, to, like, we should fake
You're lying to me
partners.
right now.
Do you think I'm lying?
Yes.
She thinks I'm lying.
I think you're lying. I don't think Victoria's your partner.
I knew Shubal lied to my face as soon as he told me Sabrina wasn't his partner.
It's awkward.
Sabrina and I say, oh, we like hooked up. That's something to cover up the fact that you guys are actually partners.
Okay, well, yeah. Shannon.
Some things just aren't adding up.
Like what? Like, call me out on it.
I think that you gave the idol to Sabrina beforehand because you guys are partners. Like, this just, like, makes sense to me.
It would make sense that I would risk having my idol getting voted out of the game.
I don't know. If I had an idol and I would risk it, I would give it to my partner.
I don't think I would.
Bullshit. Full fucking shit.
Honestly, I just talked with Shannon. Shannon doesn't believe me. Shannon put me on the spot. I can't say what I'm really thinking. Hey, Shannon, I'm lying to you, but just go with it because I actually have your back. As long as you don't call me out on my bullshit, I will keep you.
Tell me to my face right now that Sabrina's not your partner.
You're not going to believe me if I say it, though.
Say it because I can find out 100%.
You can find out 100%?
I can find out 100%.
Sabrina's not my partner. And Victoria is. And it's going to make me a fucking target.
Okay.
Like...
If I find out you just lied to me,
then vote me out. Vote me out. Like, it's fine.
Okay.
In our conversation, we had an understanding where I'm like, if I find out you have lied to me, I'm going after you. And he's like, that is completely fair. And I'm like, okay, look at me right now and tell me Sabrina was not your partner. And he's like, Sabrina is not my partner. And I'm like, okay.
Just today was just kind of like weird too, I guess. That you're like, okay, I'm sitting, I don't feel good. Just kidding. Like, I could get like voted out if we don't win this. And I'm just like, I'm like, what? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like,
I mean,
honestly, I'm like on the brink of just having an emotional breakdown
because literally this has become my life at this point. And I can't build honest trust because I'm so deep in all these lies.
Just if I find out you've lied to me, then that's something that will make you a target, and I'm just letting you know.
That's fine.
But as of right now, like, we cool.
I really don't want to do all this stuff that I've been doing. If this was real life, I would just say it's not worth it. But this is a game. And I have to do what I need to do. And it's just killing me inside. It's honestly killing me at this point. I don't know how much longer I can keep this all together. I mean, being on an island would suck, but at least it's only 39 days. This is a whole semester.
I don't even have a washing machine I can throw this right into.
God, I'm not used to losing. It's just not fun to go back to tribal again. I mean, like, you hear Urukai celebrate and do a chant after, and we have had nothing to celebrate about in so long.
We went the wrong way to end before. Huh? We went the wrong way to end.
We started on this side, guys. This side.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
No, we didn't. We all ran through on the way back.
So the plan going into the next tribal is for me and Eric to vote for Chris, Holly and Ashley to vote for Sabrina, and that way, even if Chris and Sabrina vote for me or Holly, it makes it 2-2-2. The only wrinkle that makes it not a solidified 4 is the partner twist.
I know, like, you wrote my name down, I'm telling you I'm not voting against you, like, want her out, I want to say the wrong. All my talks I've had have been, like, real kind of depressing, but the one with Chris was just by far the worst. Yeah, Ashley probably there. Definitely sweet. But if you vote for her, she'll get 3. But she can still play the idol and you would still have 2. We have to play what we think is smartest. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think Sabrina's going to play the idol anyway. And I also just, like, don't want to be a pawn. That's not why I'm here to play this game. I'm not here to be anyone's little toy that they can move around whenever they want. I'm here to do my own thing. I'm here to blow people up. I'm here to create chaos. So, I don't know. No one seems to want to help me, but I'm not just going to sit and vote for Sabrina. Because if she plays her idol, then I'm out.
Would you be against me saying, going to Sabrina, she might not believe me, but like it might be worth a shot to try to not let her play the idol if she does again? I give you my word, I will throw Holly's name out, but I'm not going to vote for her. Like, I know. I mean, they were good. Like, this is all becoming very, very telling.
I'd rather get Sabrina out with the idol, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to her with hopes that it'll get her guard down, that she wants to keep the idol for as long as possible, and that she'll hold on to it and won't play it. But I mean, there's a serious concern. I mean, me and Holly clearly don't really trust each other 100%. I'm not going to betray her, but like, what if she thinks I am and she's going to try to betray me first, or she's going to, I don't know, it's just like a lot of things could go wrong.
Eric is going to go to Sabrina, and he is going to agree to vote you out.
But I'm not. Like, just, you gotta understand, like,
because and he's going to, listen, Holly, he's going to get Chris and him to agree they're going to do Sabrina. I mean, to do you.
But we're not. Like, I mean, Chris,
see, listen, it makes sense. Listen.
Now I'm stressing out, and I'm really concerned about this whole Eric dynamic. Because I would much rather have Chris Thomas in the game than Eric. Even after Chris lied to me, I just don't trust Eric because I know he's going to turn on me eventually.
This is going to take a lot of trust from us, too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to flip on you. Like,
But I'm
give me
not
my
gonna
word.
flip on you.
Alright, cool.
I am screwed.
We're screwed.
No, I'm screwed. You have an idol. You're screwed next week. I'm screwed this week. Also, speaking of that, who is your partner?
Don't be ridiculous.
Is it Shubal, 100%?
What?
Is it Shubal?
I don't know.
Is it me?
I don't know.
Tell me. It's not fair. Literally everyone has another partner and everyone else is partner the entire game except for me.
Poor Chris Thomas. He's begged me so hard to send him my confirmation that I'm his secret partner. It's never gonna happen. I just feel so bad because I can't tell him I'm his partner, but I can just be like, don't be ridiculous, Chris. Like, what do you think? I feel like I should be a psych major right now, just reversing the situation.
Also, I know you don't want to vote King up, but
I don't. I think that we should work with King to vote Holly.
is King 100% going to do that though?
She tried to vote him out.
We're gonna have to go about this both ways. We're gonna have to talk to Holly and Ashley, and we're gonna have to try to stir up trouble on King, and we're gonna have to go to King and Chris, and we're gonna have to try to stir up trouble on Holly and Ashley. And it's not gonna come down to Ashley and Chris. It's gonna come down to Holly or King. We're gonna have to get one of them to flip on the other.
You know what Chris wants to do is the comp. He's gonna tell me, Ashley, Holly, and him to split the votes 2-2. But like, I need to get Holly out of this game sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like right off the bat, he's like, "Would you consider voting out Holly?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "Why is it this plan that's in my head?" And then he just initiates it. He's like, "Yeah, let's go for Holly." I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't have to sweet talk him. Nothing.
Like, you're playing a respectable game, Sabrina. I'm proud. Yeah, I'm proud. If I had to be honest, but it's been against me thus far. But now I think I see a place where we can come together and get a huge player.
I know Chris Thomas will definitely vote with me. And then me and Eric, we're the home wreckers.
I figured I could try to get the idol out, or I could try to work with the idol. Rather work with it, you know what I'm saying?
Work with me specifically. We have like a special bond, a special connection that nobody can break. We're like this, even though he voted out Brandon, and he lied to me about it. And he also told me that Senti was the one who I should vote for, but he also lied about that. Maybe Eric isn't trustworthy.
It's obviously I'm on the other side, but I'm most worried about you. You have the best chance of staying in is if you vote Chris Thomas no matter what.
Yeah, if I don't think Eric is 100% down with me, then what I could do is put another vote toward Chris Thomas, and then that would ensure Chris Thomas has 3 votes. But I have like 70% hope that this plan is going to work. And so let's hope all goes to plan, and Eric actually votes at Holly with us. Holly didn't want to meet me, like, haha, you're going home, Sabrina, but it's you, bitch.
So I'm the one that has to make a move, which is why I'm coming to you first to see if you have interest in this. And I'm sorry to say, but if you don't have interest in this, my only other option is I'm gonna have to go to King, which I don't want to happen. But you have to realize that my back is 100% against the wall right now.
Obviously, everybody wants to win the game, but that's not likely. Like you hope you win, but it's not really gonna. You have a small chance to do it. But everyone's main goal is to make it to the merge. Something that's not that hard to do. If you don't really make it to merge, you kind of consider your game a failure. So to get out here, especially like pretty close to merge, would really suck. I really don't want my chances to be having to trick Sabrina. So I think my best bet is just begging Ashley and Holly to go King.
Obviously, for me not to go home, I'm going to need to vote with me. I know I told you, Ashley, that I wouldn't vote your name and go final 7. Still stands true. Obviously, that goes for you, Holly.
My options for tonight are to trust my group of 4 and to trust Eric, or I can vote with Chris Thomas for Eric if he could get Sabrina to change her vote off of me, or if I could convince Ashley to vote for Eric with me.
Eric seems to really be interested in this for now.
No, like he's gonna vote me out because he's gonna do this partner thing with Shannon.
Oh, I hate this.
Getting out Eric right now is more of an advantage for me personally, because when it comes down to the merge and to the partner game, his partner is Shannon. They're not gonna target Chris, they're gonna target me. Should I flip on him before he flips on me? I'm like kind of having like a heart attack right now.
Okay, so what do you feel?
Tribal's in 10 minutes. I've been going against my gut this entire game, and it's came to bite me in the ass every single time. Like, my gut is telling me to vote Eric out. Eric is sketching me out right now because we were supposed to meet, and he just completely blew me off. Didn't text me, didn't tell me we need to change our time. It's less than a half an hour before Tribal, and he blew me off to meet with Sabrina about voting me out, and just didn't tell me. But on the other side of that, it's like, if I flip on Eric now and my lives now, that's gonna make Chris and Ashley super, super upset with me now again, because I would be trying to blindside them again. So it's a big internal struggle. I could go either way. Oh God, this is so stressful.
Chris Thomas, can't be fun for you to come here 3 straight times, can it?
Used to it.
I mean, you're used to it.
Suck ass in this game. Anyone that watched my season knows that.
Well, how do you feel? How do you feel like you are on this tribe?
Obviously not great.
Sabrina, what about you? Where do you feel like you're at on this tribe?
Same place as Chris.
You didn't play any idol last week, so where does that leave you now for this
Puts
vote?
me in a pretty good position, I would say.
Holly, where's this tribe at? What are the dynamics?
This tribe is a disaster. I mean, if I'm being honest, there are 4 different names that I've heard thrown out tonight, and it could honestly go any way. The only people whose names I haven't heard thrown out are Crystal Compton and Ashley.
So Chris Compton and Ashley, according to Holly, you guys are on the chopping block.
I mean, also according to the vote where I almost got out, Chris Comp wasn't on the chopping block, so I don't think that has necessarily any merit. I mean, obviously, I think people would see any 3 of us, me, Eric, or Holly, as strong physical competitors after, or mental competitors at a potential merge. You have to believe in the people that have stuck by you and been straight and had your back, as opposed to maybe trying to flip something up because what you think numbers down the road could be. I mean, I think sometimes you have to just make the best, smartest decision that you can.
Eric, what's the dynamic like of the rest of the 4 of you? What are you, Holly, Ashley, and Chris, the comp? Is that a tight 4? What's that like?
For the most part, we all had trust amongst each other. Who knows if that's going to work out post-merge, but I mean, for now, I think I would say we're pretty tight.
Sabrina, do you see any cracks in this group of 4 that you could exploit?
Honestly, I don't really know how these 4 are.
Chris Thomas, what do you think? Are there any cracks in the 4? Is there any way in?
I have no idea.
None. So what do you think's happening tonight? Alright. It is time to vote. Chris the Comp, we'll start with you. If anyone is fair game.
The good thing about Survivor is that when you lose a challenge, you can still win. If you guys wanted to make this move, Sabrina and Chris, you should have made it work.
Really hoping Holly doesn't do anything stupid tonight because I'm going Sabrina. I hope everyone sticks with the plan, splits the vote.
Alright. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Once votes are read, the decision is final. First vote out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Chris Thomas. Sabrina. Chris Thomas. That's 2 votes Chris Thomas, 1 vote Sabrina, 3 votes left. Holly. Sabrina. That's 2 votes Sabrina, 2 votes Chris Thomas, 1 vote Holly, 1 vote left. Ninth person voted out of Survivor Maryland All-Stars. Sabrina. That's 3. I think that's enough. Sabrina, the tribe was voting. Time for you to go.
I should never have told Eric. He's a shit. As soon as he texted me that he wasn't going to meet up with me, I don't know. This is just really sad, but good luck, everybody. It's been fun playing. I'm glad I did it because I know most of you, I probably almost didn't do All-Stars. I really thought I could go all the way with Shubal, and I'm sorry you were hoping for us. And yeah, time to go back and face the crowd. Bye.
Well played, guys. Well played.
Alright, well, you guys have been to 3 straight tribals.
She literally called me for it, so said she was like,
Tribe unity has not been good. You guys want us to keep surviving, pick it up. Or maybe you won't need it. We'll see. That's all I got. Head back.
Next. Something like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Next time on Survivor. The merge is finally here. Bringing old alliances together.
I mean, I'm on a page, you're on a page. Let's make sure it's the same.
And creating chances to forge new ones.
I think we should tell Chris, because I really want you guys to get the double immunity.
Okay, number 1.
Austin.
You know, I said from the moment you got voted out, I knew how much potential you had, and I feel like you realized something. You know, last vote wasn't good. Wasn't really for me. I think it could have gone farther, but you know.
Once... my idol.
No, and I'm very happy that you guys became friends. Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
I'm tearing up.
I'm slightly sad.
I'm sad. You know,
I really wanted to make it to the merge. Wait, so am I the 11th person?
Aren't you glad I forced you to play again?
I am happy
you're
that
the
you forced
9th, but it's a lot of fun. You're going to be a big character early in the season, and it's a shame it couldn't go farther, but it's the way it worked. At least you got to play after the swap. You know, last time you were so fucked by the swap.
Yeah.
You weren't fucked this time. You got a chance to play. You almost put off something awesome. You still put off a cool move last time, so you did a lot.
I did. I mind fucked a lot of people.
Yeah. And you know, everybody walked away saying, "Okay, Sabrina can play. That's cool." Don't let us be the last time we talk. You're always welcome to come to anything.
Good to know. Good to know.
Hey everyone, real quick, it's Austin. I've said this in some places, but I will be taking off next week. No episode next week. Just have a lot of things in life, a wedding and other things I need to catch up on. But in 2 weeks, on Monday, June 25th, I will have a double episode, probably close to 2 hours of awesomeness. So take a week to decompress, catch up on stuff, rewatch the pre-merge if you want or whatever. But we will see you in 2 weeks. And make sure you check out the recaps that we do at 9:30 p.m. live after the episode, or you can check it out after the fact if you are not watching live. Spread the word, and thanks to everybody for your support throughout this entire 8-episode stretch. Really means a lot. Thanks.